Okay, welcome back. So, we're going to be having a look at this property today. So, this is a mid terraced brick built building from the end of the 1960s. It's had a bit of work done to it. So, it's had a new heating system put in, it's had this lovely double glazed windows. It being a mid terraced, you can see that you've got the front wall exposed, obviously the roof that's exposed, and the back wall that's exposed. But two walls either side are party walls, so they share the same wall as the neighbours. So you don't get much heat loss, or it doesn't really calculate as heat loss when you've got a wall that is shared with your neighbour. So it's the exposed walls that are the key things that lose heat. Anyway, we are going to be talking about light bulbs today. So what difference can changing your light bulbs make to your EPC? So you may have seen my other videos about some of the changes that you can make to your property to improve your EPC. Some of them are very expensive, but I'm sure you can guess that changing your light bulbs is not that expensive. So let's see what difference it can make to your EPC. Sorry about the noise in the background. That's the kitten. Right. Okay. So the results of this property currently on a D. So we've got 68 points are currently on a D. So you may have your property, you've done quite a bit of work to it, and it's still on a D. And in order to get a mortgage for this property, or in order to sell this property to get a mortgage, you might need to get a C on it. Okay, so you need an EPC grade C. So we're going to have a quick, let's just go to the dimensions quickly, just so you've got a bit of an idea of the size of the building. So we're looking at the ground floor of 46 square meters. Okay, and we've got the size of the walls, we've got the average room height, we've got the heat loss perimeter wall, which is the external wall, so 14 meters in length of external walls, and we've got 12 meters in length of party walls. So, but we're not looking at that, we are looking at, we're going to ventilation and cooling. We're looking at light fittings. So at the moment, we've got 10 light fittings, but none of them are energy saving bulbs. So they're all your old light bulbs. Okay, quick way of kind of telling if they're energy saving bulbs is you've got to be careful here. But if you put your hand near the light bulb, if it's kicking out heat, then it's most likely some kind of halogen or old bulb. The LED bulbs, energy efficient bulbs, don't tend to kick out heat or much heat. So you can really tell the difference there. Okay, really important thing here is that this is taken from August 2023. So that's a kind of key point. Another key point is these are always very specific to your house, and because of certain dimensions in your house, it may not affect the rating like this one does. However, you will be able to see the difference that it makes. Okay, so we've currently got no energy saving light bulbs in there. So the assumption is they are all non-energy saving light bulbs. And the results are a D. We're currently on a D. Okay, ventilation and cooling. So we've got 68 points. Okay, let's assume we've replaced all the light bulbs. Let's see what that does to the rating. So if we go back to the results, we're now at 70 points. So it's taken us from a D to a C. If you notice that actually changed 2 points with changing your 10 light bulbs. Okay, it's not an awful lot, is it? And that's possibly the cheapest thing you can do to improve your EPC. So, a couple of key points about your EPC that I'm an energy assessor, and problems that I have when I go and see properties. If there isn't evidence that it's there, and if I can't see it, then I can't record it. So really, really key things. If you're having any work done to your house, very important to take photos. Take lots of photos as you go so we can see evidence. I've been to properties before where they've told me they've got underfloor insulation. They've spent an awful lot of money in ripping their house to bits, putting in insulation, and I can't record it on the EPC because there's absolutely no evidence of it. So make sure you record it. Okay, so let's just go back to this again. Let's halve the number of energy bulbs and see if it makes any difference. So let's just go back to ventilation and cooling. We're going to reduce the number of energy bulbs to 5. So we've got 10 light fittings, but only half of them are energy bulbs. Let's have a look at the results. 69. Okay, so you've still, by only changing half your light bulbs, still gone up by 1 point. And that's moved you from a D to a C. Makes a hell of a lot of difference, doesn't it? Okay, if you want to know anything else about how to make a difference to your EPC and hear more from the cat in the background, then please like this video, please subscribe, and please look at all my other videos. There's loads of information on there, and I'll tell you absolutely everything you need to know on how to change and improve your EPC. See you in the next one.